So hello and welcome to a new video. So this is the season 9 of me playing the Spiritborn. By the way, this is my first time actually playing the Spiritborn and I quite enjoy it. Now, this is not a build guide, this is more of like a feedback video if you're trying to find out if the Spiritborn in the season 9 is good. The build guide is going to be linked in the description. There's going to be two max roll guides. One's going to be the leveling guide that I was using, and the second one is going to be the tormented version. And on top of that, I'm going to split this video in two parts section. One is going to be the leveling and another one's going to be about like the endgame build. So the leveling experience for me, it's like level 1 to the maximum and everything around the torment 1. So let's just say like Paragon 75, give or take, you know, whatever you're gonna do. So that's, for me, that's like a description of the leveling build. And I was playing quill, rain, volley, evade build, and it was quite alright. And I had no issues. I completed all of the, you know, the tormented bosses and so on. And generally, the max roll guide does like a relatively decent job. The only thing that I would like to say, the power that you're gonna be using most of the time in Torment 1, it's not the one that actually the max roll recommends. It's like a different one, when you have those like little triangles and they spawn every 5 seconds, and if you press the correct button they're gonna be detonating. This when you start Torment 1 is much better because you don't have the damage, you don't have the gear, pretty much you're bad. And that power can actually, if you stack it to 5, it's like every 5 seconds you stack one triangle, and then once you hit 5 or 4, I don't exactly remember, that's the maximum amount, and then you can press the button, detonate it, and that's just gonna give you a lot of damage. If I remember correctly, that was doing about half of the damage in Torment 1, so it was, you know, relatively quite good for me to actually get my, like, you know, uniques to start the endgame build. So that's something that I would actually recommend doing that. So what you can expect when you actually transitioned into that thorns poison build, I would say like this: the boss damage is great, pit pushing potential is quite good because you know, you're crushing pretty much everything. The only downside, I would say, I'm playing the quill rain variant of the build. You have to be spamming vortex quite often because you're like an AoE of the damage. It's like a cleave range. So you're gonna be doing like vortex, you're gonna be doing ultimate, and you're gonna be vortexing all of the monsters together just to get that amount of damage. So I mean, in pit pushing scenario, that's actually quite good. There's not much of a problem. But when you're running around, like, you know, doing some kind of hell tides, that's a bit of annoying because sometimes you just wanna tap quickly some kind of random, you know, monsters, and then you have to be like, oh crap, I'm not close enough, I'm not doing enough damage, and so on. So this is like a annoying part that of the build, that you actually have to be close range, or like a melee range if you want to call it, all the time, and you know, that's how you make the damage. Would I recommend the build? I would just simply say like this: if you enjoy the Spiritborn, yes, sure. If you never played Spiritborn, yeah, sure, why not? But if you want the top of the, you know, the builds, probably the Hydra Sork is way better. And at this point I would say thank you for watching, and I will see you later in my next video. Bye!